Audi announces Binotto, the former Ferrari chief, who will take over the leadership of operations on August 1st as Chief Operating Officer and Chief Technical Officer. And at the center of it all is Carlos Sainz, and do you know why? Just imagine. On one side, we have Binotto, newly arrived at Audi, practically begging, "We need you." On the other side, we have Sainz, an elite driver without a contract for 2025. Coincidence? I don't think so. Today, we're going to find out why Binotto's arrival at Audi could be a game changer for Sainz. We'll analyze the Spaniard's options for 2025. Will he bet on Audi's ambitious project? Or will Alpine, Williams, or even Mercedes snatch up this talent? We'll explore Sainz's past with Binotto, Audi's potential in F1, and how these pieces fit together in the crazy puzzle that is the driver market. Buckle up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news, and let's get to the important stuff. Let's start from the beginning. Imagine the scene. Binotto, the guy who was recently in charge of Ferrari, is now the new boss of Audi F1. He's coming in full force to boost Audi's project. Now, what does this have to do with Carlos Sainz? Well, remember, it was Binotto who brought Sainz to Ferrari in 2020. They have a history together, and apparently Binotto wants to repeat the success at Audi. It's like he's assembling his dream team, you know? He's even fishing around Ferrari, trying to bring Enrico Gualtieri, the guy in charge of engines at Maranello. But the cherry on top would be Sainz. Just imagine, an experienced driver who has already proven his worth in several teams, leading Audi's project from the start. It would be a perfect match, wouldn't it? But speaking of Sainz, let's take a look at his situation. The Spaniard is in a rather peculiar position. He's still racing for Ferrari, already knows that he won't have a place there in 2025, and has yet to choose his team, but he's still giving his best until the last day. And look, Sainz is not disappointing. In this 2024 season, he has already shown why he is considered one of the best drivers on the grid. Remember his victory in Australia? What a sensational race. And the podium finishes in Bahrain, Japan, Monaco, and Austria. The guy is flying, even with Ferrari having car issues. But the burning question is, where will all this talent go in 2025? This is where things get interesting. This is where Audi comes into the picture. Folks, you can't underestimate their F1 project. The German brand is coming in full force, investing heavily, and wanting to show they are here to stay. And they know that to do so, they need a top-tier driver. Imagine Sainz leading this project. An experienced driver who has raced for top teams and mid-grid teams who knows what it takes to win. He would be the perfect guy to help develop the car, provide precise feedback, and maybe even take Audi to the top in record time. And that's not all. For Sainz, it would be the chance to be the undisputed number one in a team. No fighting for position with teammates. He would be the star, the guy Audi would bet all their chips on. But hold on, before we start planning the wedding between Sainz and Audi, there's more to this story. And this is where our F1 puzzle gets even more interesting, folks. Because believe it or not, Audi is not the only team eyeing Sainz's talent. We have a real bidding war happening behind the scenes. First, we have Alpine. The French team is undergoing a transformation and wants to return to its former glory. And look at this interesting move. They just closed a deal to use Mercedes engines starting in 2026. Williams, that historic team that's been a bit quiet in recent years, is also in the running. Boss James Vowles has made it clear he wants Sainz on the team. It seems they've even had some talks in recent weeks. Sainz was impressed with Vowles' leadership, but did Williams' lack of progress in 2024 cool that interest a bit? And we can't forget about Mercedes, right? Even though they haven't shown open interest, who can say they aren't watching the situation from afar? After all, the German team managed to turn things around and make the car more competitive recently. Imagine Sainz in a Mercedes. He would make a great pair with George Russell. But here's the question. Each of these options has its pros and cons, and Sainz's decision won't be easy. Audi offers an exciting project, but it's still an unknown in F1. Alpine might close a promising partnership with Mercedes, but will that be enough to reach the top? Williams has a rich history but has struggled in the last positions recently. And Mercedes? Well, they are Mercedes, But is there room for Sainz with the rising star Kimi Antonelli being praised by Toto Wolff at every moment? And we can't forget that time is ticking. Every day Sainz delays his decision is one less day of preparation for 2025. The teams are eager, the fans are speculating, and the pressure is mounting. Is Sainz feeling the weight of this decision? Does he already have a preference but is waiting for the right moment to announce it? As we approach the summer break, the gears of the driver market are spinning faster and faster. Every move, every statement, every rumor could be the key to unlocking Sainz's future. And with him, the future of the entire grid for 2025, since most teams are waiting for him to make his move. Hey folks, what do you think? If you were Carlos Sainz, which of these options would you choose? Leave your opinion in the comments. But back to reality, it seems the real competition is between Audi and Alpine. It's like a championship final, with these two teams giving it their all to win Sainz's yes. On Audi's side, we have the Binotto factor. Their previous relationship could weigh heavily. After all, it was Binotto who took a chance on Sainz back then, bringing him to Ferrari. This mutual trust can be quite a differentiator. Alpine, on the other hand, has the newly announced partnership with Mercedes for engine supply. This could mean a significant leap in competitiveness for the French team. And let's not forget that Alpine is already an established team in F1, which can offer a certain stability that the newcomer Audi doesn't yet have. But in the end, what will really weigh in Sainz's decision? Will it be the technical potential of the team? The chance to lead a project from the beginning? Or maybe the possibility of fighting for wins and championships in the short term? One thing is certain, Sainz is not in a hurry. He's playing chess, not checkers. Every move is calculated, every option is meticulously analyzed. And that makes perfect sense, right? After all, we're talking about his career, his future in F1. And here, my friends, we reach the crucial point of this whole story. Sainz's decision won't just affect his career, but could change the entire F1 landscape in the coming years. Whatever Sainz chooses, it will have a domino effect on the rest of the driver market. Other teams will have to move. Other drivers will have to reevaluate their options. It's as if Sainz holds the key to triggering an entire revolution on the grid. So, what do you think? Where will Sainz go? What would be best for him? And for F1 as a whole? Leave your opinions in the comments. And don't forget to give that like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details of this F1 saga. Because believe me, this story will have many exciting chapters ahead. See you next time, F1 fans.